You see, one of the most powerful truths in life is that when God places his hand of protection over someone, no force of darkness, no hidden agenda, and no evil plan can ever succeed against them. A woman who carries this divine shield might not always realize just how much danger she has been saved from, because God often works behind the scenes, fighting battles she never even knew existed. The truth is, evil people may try to plot against her. They may scheme, they may whisper lies, or even try to set traps, but all of their efforts end in frustration. Because there is a higher power watching over her every step. Imagine this: people may plan to bring her down at work, spreading rumors to tarnish her name, but before those lies gain traction, something happens that exposes the truth. Or perhaps someone intends to deceive her in a relationship, hiding their true colors, but suddenly their mask slips off sooner than expected. This isn't luck, and it's not coincidence. It's divine intervention. It's the adage that God is guarding her path. And here's something even deeper. When a woman is protected by God, she doesn't have to live in fear of who's against her. The fear itself loses power, even if someone tries to attack her reputation, her peace, or her spirit. That attack ends up becoming powerless. What they meant for harm, God transforms into a setup for her growth and elevation. This is why some women seem untouchable in situations where others would crumble, because her covering is not man-made. It's not fragile. It's supernatural. And when you see this kind of protection in action, you begin to understand that it's not about her strength alone, but about the one who surrounds her like a shield. When God places his protection over a woman, it shows in ways that people around her can't always explain, yet they can't ignore either. There's something about her presence that speaks louder than words. It's as if she carries an invisible shield, a quiet authority, and those who meet her can sense it without being able to put their finger on what it is. She may not walk around announcing her faith or declaring her strength, but it shows in her composure, in the way she handles pressure, in the way she doesn't panic when life throws unexpected challenges her way. People often say, there's just something different about her, and that difference is the visible evidence of God's hand upon her life. Think about how she navigates situations that would overwhelm others. While others may break down, she maintains that confuses even her enemies. That peace is not ordinary. It's not something you can fake for long. It comes from knowing she's not walking through life unprotected. And because of this, evil people often feel uncomfortable in her presence. They can't quite connect with her. They can't manipulate her. And they can't stay around her for long because her light exposes their darkness. Even in small, everyday things, the covering is visible. Doors open that were supposed to be shut, and obstacles that should have stopped her are removed. People who come with harmful intentions suddenly lose access to her, and opportunities that align with her purpose seem to find her at just the right time. It's not luck, it's not chance, it's the visible favor of God making a statement through her life. Those who look closely will always notice that she carries something that cannot be explained by natural means. Whenever a woman is truly covered by God, she carries a light within her that evil cannot tolerate. It's not a physical light you can see with the eyes, but a spiritual brightness that makes darkness uncomfortable. People with hidden agendas, those who thrive on lies, jealousy, and manipulation, will always struggle to stay in her presence. They may try at first, pretending to be friendly or supportive, but soon enough their true nature begins to clash with the purity she carries. The truth is, darkness and light can never mix. And when a woman shines with God's presence, those with evil intentions feel exposed. Have you ever noticed how some individuals pull away without any clear reason? It's not that she did anything wrong. It's that her spirit reveals what they're trying to hide. They can no longer mask their motives, because the covering she carries works like a mirror, reflecting what's inside of them. This is why gossipers, manipulators, and deceivers often find it impossible to remain close to her. They sense that if they try to continue their schemes, they will be uncovered. Her light doesn't just protect her, it unsettles those who live in darkness. Evil people may talk behind her back, but face to face, they often stumble over their own words. They may try to discourage her, But instead of weakening her, their attempts make her shine brighter. It's not about her personality alone. It's about the presence of God that surrounds and makes her atmosphere too heavy for wickedness to thrive. Wherever she goes, she brings clarity, and clarity is dangerous for those who rely on confusion to control others. That's why no matter how much evil tries to draw near, it eventually retreats because it cannot stand the light she carries. One of the clearest signs that a woman is under God's protection is the gift of discernment. This isn't just ordinary intuition, and it's not simply being cautious. Discernment is a spiritual ability to see beyond appearances, to recognize what words and actions alone might try to hide. When someone comes into her life with wrong intentions, she may not always have physical evidence at first, but something within her spirit begins to sense the truth. That gentle nudge, that inner warning is God's way of shielding her before harm can take root. Discernment acts like an alarm system. While others may get swept up by flattering words or false promises, she notices the small cracks in the story. She pays attention to inconsistencies, to the energy a person brings, to how her spirit feels after interacting with them. Many times, she may choose to quietly step back, and people around her might not understand why. But later, when the truth comes out, it becomes clear that her decision to keep her distance was wisdom, not paranoia. This gift protects her relationships, her peace, and even her future. Without discernment, it's easy to be deceived by appearances, but with it, she can tell when someone is hiding envy behind a smile or malice behind an act of kindness. It's not that she's suspicious of everyone. She simply has a spiritual sensitivity that filters out what doesn't align with God's presence in her life. Discernment saves her from wasted time, broken trust, and unnecessary pain. It allows her to walk confidently, knowing that even when people try to disguise themselves, they cannot bypass the shield that God has placed within her spirit. This inner awareness is one of the strongest ways God keeps evil from gaining a foothold in her life.